Here's a quick overview of the digital driver's license. So when you click on through the PowerPoint, you can click on the picture on the first page and it'll bring you to an area where you can either sign in or sign up. So I'm just going to sign in as a fake student that I made, Jane Doe, to show you the features of the digital driver's license. So the idea of a digital driver's license is it gives an opportunity for students to show that they are good digital citizens. So it walks them through a series of cases and modules, and they complete them in order to get their badge. And the idea is to make sure that they understand the aspects of being a good digital citizen. So some of the options for cases include middle school ones, and then they have a variety of others. And what's really cool about the digital driver's license is that from the admin account, you can select the required courses that you want the students to take. So I've set up an admin account, and I have it so that we can set it up and monitor it for Madison in terms of we could set it up to be middle school and high school, we could set it up as one, we could set it up per grade level, and then when the students sign up for an account, they can select all of those features. It can be set up by teachers. So if we wanted the teachers to, maybe make it an assignment or monitor it on the back end, they can sign up by their teacher, and then we can filter it by teacher as well. So you can run reports on the admin dashboard. You can see who's completed it. You can see who hasn't. You can monitor all of your accounts. You can look at your profile and your history. The students can sign up for an account and they can sign in, which is what you saw that I did, and on their student dashboard they can see the cases that are in the digital citizen licenseship and then their account history. On their landing page when they first sign in, once you have it set up, they will see these hourglasses, and that means that those are the required courses or cases, modules that they have to take in order to get their license. They can click on them. Just go back real quick. They can click on it to go through the case. So if I was on it, I can click on the first one, and it brings you to a landing page in which they get instructions on and information about that module. So this one is the on educating yourself, connecting with others, and it's respect, educate, and protect, and it tells you about what they're going to do in this module. Once they're ready, they can navigate through working on the case, and they go to the navigation toolbar and they click down, and you can see that there are the different cases within this module. And then there's a prove it where they have to take an assessment. So they can click on a case, and then they just follow through and answer some questions as they go. So for example, some of the things that they might do include watching videos, like you can see on this screen. So they may watch a video and then answer some questions. They may view websites. Some of the things they could do include looking at articles or ads on those websites. In addition, they may have videos embedded right into the case, just like this one here. And then in the video, they may say, give you the options for the 3 choices with the question, and then the student just clicks the drop-down menu to answer the question. So they have all sorts of learning cases and videos and articles for the students to work through. In addition, they have some online, what I call fun quizzes for learning. So one of the things they had to do was go through the hoax challenge and look at some pictures and decide if it was real or fake. And then there are options sometimes for sort of short answer to say, what were their thoughts on it? How many did they get right? So there's just an opportunity for them to write some of their ideas in there. At the end or during each case, they do the practice quizzes. So that's what you can see here is they can go through and check them out and take some practices. And it gives them immediate feedback so that they know if they have to rewatch a video or do a reading to get the question right. At the end of each module, they will go to prove it. And here's where they have to complete the test. And you can see here are some questions on that assessment. Once they're done, it gives them a score. So I may have taken it, let's say my third time, and gotten a 7 out of 10, a 70%, but they need an 80% or greater to pass. So they can click on a link and it can reset and they can take it again, or they can go back through the toolbar and go back to some of the case studies within that module to rewatch the videos or retake the quizzes so that they have the right knowledge to do well on these Prove It assessments. And again, once they get the 80% or greater, it'll come up green that they passed. On the admin side, you'll see Jane Doe, for example, is working on her progress on one of them for the Prove It's, and it hasn't been checked. So all you have to do is go through and check it off when she's done. When the student is done, they'll get an email that'll say that they've completed a module or the case is done. And then in the instructions, it'll tell them in the email, that they're on their road to getting their license. If they see the green check mark, that the case is completed. At the bottom, it gives them a progress toolbar on how many they have to work through to getting their license. So on the student dashboard, then when they log back in, they'll see the green check marks means the ones that are done, and the hourglasses mean they still have to complete them. Upon completion of all of 4 of the modules, or 5, depending on how many you select, or all of them, they'll get this green bar in their info section that says you did it, claim your license, and they can click on it and it'll give them their license. And what'll come up is this information, and they can be instructed to get their badge, and what they do is they get this digital citizen badge, and then it shows them how long this is good for, their level, and you can change this to be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You can decide how long you want the license to be good for, and then it keeps their history in this dashboard. And one of the cool things that Morristown Middle School did was they had students that were into coding actually create their own digital driver's license that's specific to their school, and it's password protected because the students made their own videos and they're using their own pictures. So obviously it can't be public information, but that might be something in the future that we may want to move to. I think this is pretty good as a start. The questions are great, the resources are great, but maybe in the future students can work on creating their own version of this that's more specific to Madison and what they're doing in their classrooms.